Hello guys and welcome to another race here in Hydra Racing League Beta Tier for round number 4 in Belgium. So, I'm hoping I can maintain my championship lead, and as you can see from the previous episodes, I'm leading the championship by just 4 points ahead of second place, which is Raptor. After a little bit of a chaotic race in the Netherlands. Well, I just say chaotic because I just did a tag fight with Buck. Other than that, it wasn't too chaotic. I just finished second, Raptor third, and Tamal won the race. So that means that Tamal can be in the championship fight, and maybe it'll be a three-way fight. But let's see. Meanwhile, we are on our way to begin our first out lap of this session, and after that, we'll begin our flying lap. And hope I can do this thing decently, and then in the next few flying laps, I'll do this thing very good. I got 2 sets of soft tires to use during qualifying. I have 3 sets of softs. 2 of them, as I said, I'll use in this session, and the other one I'll save for the race. I decided to choose the balanced tire location because the race is going to be on dries. In this league, they make a roulette in which they just see which zone of the roulette it'll be, and in certain zones it'll be qualifying in rain or racing in rain, or both of these sessions on dries, or both of them in rain. But usually we just get both sessions in dry, so yeah, that's why I just knew that it was going to be dry. So yeah, I decided to just go with the balanced set of tire location because I just think that there might be a safety car which I need to box for another set of mediums. And I don't want to just go with 1 set of mediums. So yeah, do 3 laps of qualifying, one which is going to be the one I'm about to begin, and the other one was going to be a practice one. The third one is going to be the very serious one, and we are about to begin our first flying lap of the session. And hope I am about to do this thing a little bit decently. There's now deployed, and we are heading into Las Olas, braking just a little bit beyond the 150 meter mark, which doesn't exist. I was just improvising a little bit because I wasn't saying the correct words. Just nearby the 100 meter mark, and there's now enabled, and we are on the Camel Straight, and we are heading to the comb, and hope we can do this thing decently. And unfortunately, I just got a little bit of understeer into the middle part of the chicane, as well as the exit. I just did badly, and yeah, I hope I can do this thing a little bit better for the rest of the lap. And we're in the no-name corner. I'm a little bit complicated with this thing, and we are seeing that our fuel is like 0.7 laps of fuel. So yeah, I just turned the fuel all the way to the bottom, so that means that I'll be running out of fuel in our in lap, so that's just going to be a little bit but let's see if we can go to the pit lane. Just go. We are now into the Blanchimont corners, I think so, and we are exiting these corners, and we are about to enter the bus stop chicane, breaking into the 100 meter mark, and we almost invalidated the lap, and we are exiting the last corner. There's now enabled, and we just set a lap time of 1:42.806, which is not a good lap, but still it is provisional pole position for us, although I'm expecting that won't last for like a few minutes. But let's just get into the pit lane and let's do the practice flying lap. Okay, so on our practice flying lap, we're seeing that into sector 1 I was just losing like a few hundredths of a second, but into the comb we're seeing a loss of grip with those soft tires, because we are now losing way more hundredths of a second, and we're seeing that two drivers are just fighting wheel to wheel and they're just blocking my lap. And well, I wasn't that angry because they ruined my lap time. Instead, I was just a little bit scared because, and also I just got a little bit surprised because I don't know how did I manage to avoid the crash, because I almost crashed with these two drivers, especially with Terrific, and almost got a 5-place grid penalty because in this game during the qualifying session, if you crash with another driver, they might give you a 5-place grid penalty, and I'm talking to the game and not about the league. So yeah, that ruined my lap time, and that converted from a flying lap all the way to an in lap. Still, it wasn't too bad because it was just a practice flying lap. The moment I have to take serious is in the third and final flying lap. In that time I should be more serious and with new soft tires, and well, hope I can do this lap time a better one. And this is the lap time I'm about to begin. Time to get a little bit serious, and the pressure is on. We are now into the bus stop chicane, and we are exiting the corners in order to begin the final flying lap of this session. They are now deployed, and we are heading into Las Walls, breaking into 100-meter mark, and we touch the apex, and we're seeing that we are improving by now 800ths of a second, and we are heading to Aarhus Radion corners, and we're seeing that we just improved barely with just a few thousandths of a second, and we're seeing that a lot of drivers are retiring from the session because they have completed their lap times, and we just set the fastest sector 1, and we're seeing that we dropped down to 4th place, and we need to do a great lap time. Well, not a great lap time, a extremely good lap time in order to have chances to get pole. And after exiting the no-name corner, we are now improving by 0.2 of a second overall, and we're heading to F1, and we are seeing that Terrific set a lap time of 142.206. That is making the chances to get pole way harder, maybe impossible. But now we are heading into sector 3, and we're seeing that we somehow managed to get the fastest sector 3. I don't know, we're just improving by 0.3, and we're seeing that our lap time is like 0.6 slower than the pole, and we are now seeing that we were losing a few hundredths, but we are about to enter the bus stop chicane. We're entering, and we are seeing that we almost invalidated the lap time, and exiting that, we are now improving by 0.6 of a second, and we crossed the line. Pole position for us with the lap time of 142.196. What a lap time for us. Even the commentator was surprised that I got pole position because Terrific's lap time was very good. And another reason I got pole position is because Tamal got the wrong setup. He said in chat, and I don't know, if he chose the right setup, maybe he could get pole position and once again humiliate me. But yeah, he got the wrong setup, and here we are on pole position. Terrific got second, Tamal in third, Guardian in fourth, the championship rival Raptor qualified fifth, Sweeter in sixth, Antic Moss in seventh, Meteor in 8th, Joshua Hernandez in 9th, Puck in 10th, Churro in 11th, Zodiac in 12th, Godly in 13th, and David, the last driver to be in the top 14. I don't know who were the drivers that are outside of the top 14, but these are a little bit irrelevant. So let's now head into the pre-race strategy. Alright, so here it is, the pre-race strategy. I decided to start on soft tires, just in case there is a safety car early on in the race, so I can get into mediums and box once again for mediums after that. But still, if there's no safety car, the default strategy says that it is going to be still a soft medium strategy. That's why I decided to start on soft. We've lowered the fuel down to 49 kilograms. Yeah, as you can predict, there's no car setup for the race. So let's now head straight into the race, and remember that there's no formation lap. Alright, so we are about to begin the 4th round in Belgium. The 5 red lights are turned on, and we're starting from pole position, and we are seeing that we are still maintaining the pole position, and Tamal overtook us into turn 1. That is just a little bit disappointing for me, but still I am trying to re-overtake him and exiting Radion. We're seeing that Tamal got the terrible exit, and we are not even deploying our ERS, and I decided to just deploy because Terrific is almost overtaking us. I could maintain my race lead, and we are now still leading the race, even though Terrific is trying to catch me. Still, I'm just leading the race, and hope I can maintain the race lead. And well, let's just try to do that thing. And meanwhile, we're seeing that Terrific is trying to overtake me, and well, it's to just manage a little bit my tires. And Tamal, maybe he will try to overtake Terrific, and after that he'll overtake me. So hope Terrific maintains the 2nd place, and we are into sector 3, and we're seeing that they are wheel to wheel, and well, they are still clean at least. And well, let's just maintain our race lead. Meanwhile, these two drivers are just fighting wheel to wheel and destroying their tires, making as a result the gap maybe more dominant, but if they just are intelligent and don't fight too much, they might catch me. And I just got a terrible exit into turn 1. Hope I can be more than a second ahead of Terrific in order to result that Terrific didn't have the RS. So well, let's do that thing. Or maybe not, because the gap is now 0.6 seconds, but well, let's just maintain our race lead for now. Then seconds later, we are into crucial corners, I think, and we are seeing that Tamal is up into 2nd place, and we're seeing that he immediately after it he retired from the race, and the virtual safety car got deployed. And we're seeing that Terrific dropped down the order, so maybe they might get along each other, and they might crash and hit the wall, or maybe I don't know. But yeah, that's unfortunate for these two drivers, but still that is just very fortunate for myself, because my lead is now 2.6 seconds ahead of 2nd place, which is now Garyon, and the virtual safety car is ending, and we're seeing that the gap is increasing by 3.6 seconds. So let's just maintain our race lead and hope we can control the race. And Terrific is out of the race. Maybe he retired from it, and yes, he is retiring from the race. And yeah, let's just hope we can maintain our lead. And meanwhile, we're seeing that Zodiac is up into second place. Well, let's just maintain our lead and let's just control the race. Then on lap 5 we're seeing that the gap between myself and our former teammate in Elite Racing League Zodiac, 5 seconds. That might be the best race I've ever done in league racing, and we're seeing that Carrion is out of the race and the safety car got deployed, and that unfortunately destroys my not so dominant lead, although it was a little bit of a controlling race. Until now I've never or well, almost never got this dominant lead. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done that dominantly. I don't know, I think it's the first time in league racing I have done this controlling gap, and we are boxing for mediums, and our engineer recommended us to go for a soft medium strategy, so I decided to go for it, and we boxed for mediums and we are catching the safety car, and this time we are focusing which place is the safety car, and we have stopped, and I am just heating up my tires, and let's just wait until the safety car ends. Hope I can maintain my race lead. Zodiac is a little bit slower than myself, so I don't have to worry too much about it. But still, let's just be prepared for the relaunch. But well, let's just first heat up our tires, and that's going to be all for the safety car. Period. And the wait for the safety car to end is happening at the end of lap 7. I mean, now. And well, hope I can do a good relaunch. Unfortunately, we haven't heated up our tires enough to get into the optimal temperature, but still, I'm just trying to maintain my race lead, and we're seeing that Zodiac is just half a second behind us and exiting Las Dos. We're seeing that for now is a little bit of a decent relaunch, but we're seeing that the gap is now reducing and heading into Aarhus and riding on corners. The gap is now down to 0.3 of a second, and no way. Yeah, I'm just losing the race lead, and Zodiac overtook me. I decided to go and defend my place, but I decided to just keep his place, and I mean give my place and not fight a lot. I decided to wait until lap 10, the lap where the DRS is going to be enabled. For now, let's just maintain the 1 second gap with Zodiac. Hope we don't get overtaken by more drivers. So, well, at least it isn't that bad. I think so. Unfortunately, it got worse, and Antimos is trying to overtake me around the outside into planche mode, and I just forced him wide, and I just paused a little bit, pressed the wrong button, and I'm down into 3rd place. So yeah, it got worse, and I'm trying to do a switch back into the post stop chicane, and I regained 2nd place, and so that got the fastest lap. That's just unfortunate for us. And into Las Dos, I'm trying to go and get some decent exits. Hope I can maintain, well, get the gap from Zodiac and myself to 1 second, but unfortunately Antimos overtook me. I decided to maintain that 3rd place in case I get Antimos DRS. I decided to not go for it, and into the comb I didn't go for an overtake, but yeah, it's just humiliating. Yeah, I cannot believe at that time that I dropped down to 3rd place. I thought that it'll be a safety car relaunch and I'll still be maintaining the race lead, but we're here in 3rd place, and yeah, I hope it is going to be lap 10 and still be a second or less behind Antigmos and get DRS. And so that'll mean that I'll get back into the chances to get the race lead. Well, hope we can do that thing. But meanwhile, let's just do that. And that I'm referring to maintaining the gap with Antigmos and myself less than a second. And on lap 10 it got enabled the DRS, and despite the DRS being enabled, unfortunately I didn't get DRS because I was more than a second behind Antigmos, and Sweeter wasn't more than a second behind me, and he got DRS and he overtook me very easily into the comb. Yeah, that was just humiliating for me, and I almost crashed with Sweeter, but yeah, that is just a terrible thing. And to make things worse, Raptor is behind me, so yeah, I can't get all the way down to 5th place. But well, let's just hope we can be less than a second behind Sweeter in order to get DRS and re-overtake him and maybe get back into the race lead. But I don't know, it might be way harder than I'm thinking, but well, let's just give it a try. And now we are about to be halfway through the race, lap 11. Fortunately, I got DRS and I might be in 2nd place because Antigmos has a 3-second time penalty and he's less than 3 seconds behind me. I mean, ahead of me, and I'm about to overtake Sweeter down the inside into the comb, and I almost ran wide and crashed with Zodiac, but still we gained a place and we're back into 3rd place. Unfortunate that Raptor didn't overtake me, so yeah, I'm doing a little bit of progress, and we're seeing that Santi is joining the session, although yeah, he's joining as a spectator because he didn't get into the qualifying session nor the race, so yeah, he isn't going to be in the race, and yeah, he left the session. I don't know why I was talking about it, but yeah, I started to talk about it, so well, let's get back into the topic, and we're seeing that Zodiac is in the DRS range with myself, so hope I can overtake him and get back into the race lead if the penalties get applied. And we're seeing that Zodiac has run out of ERS, and Raptor, I think he's gone wide according to the to these arrows. Now we are into Las Oas, and we are seeing that Raptor is still behind me, but still I'm fortunate that I am fortunate, don't confuse with unfortunate. Yeah, I am fortunate that he isn't in the DRS range, and I am about to overtake Zodiac down the inside into a camel straight, and now I'm back into the lead of the race, and we are just going to maintain that 3-second gap with Antigmos and myself, because he has a 3-second time penalty, and that's why I am leading the race if the penalties get applied. So let's just maintain that 3-second gap and hope we can for the rest of the race. Oh yeah, remember that I need to box for another time, so it might be a harder task. So yeah, I hope I can recover all the way to 2nd place, because I think that Antigmos will stay out because he's on hards. So yeah, I don't think I'll be in the race lead in an easy way. So hope all the planets get aligned and I can get back into the race lead. Okay, we are on lap 13, and in this lap we are going to box for another set of mediums. I don't know, maybe the task of maintaining the race lead, it'll be a hard one, but we are ending sector 2 and we are about to pit in a few seconds. And box has retired from the race, and that deployed the full course safety car just in time to box for mediums. That is just a nice one for us. Well, hope this means that we can maintain the race lead, but we're seeing that Raptor is once again behind us, so that might result in a harder task to maintain the race lead with the penalties being applied for Antic Moss. Raptor is yet to have a penalty as well as me, so that might be a hard task. Hope it isn't that hard and I can maintain the race lead. For now, we are boxing for mediums and we are exiting the pit lane, and well, let's just catch the safety car and Antic Moss and let's heat up our tires, and let's just wait until the safety car ends, as we do in every single safety car. Okay, so the wait for the safety car to end is happening at the end of lap 15, which is now, and as a difference from the first safety car end, this time I am having the tires into the optimal temperature, slightly, barely into it, but still they are into the optimal temperature, barely. But now we are beginning racing once again in lap 16, and we're seeing that Raptor was trying to overtake us, and we just saw that Antic Moss just almost went wide, or maybe he went wide, exiting Las Suas, and we are just maintaining the second place, which is going to turn into the race lead because he has a 3-second time penalty, and we're seeing that Antic is a little bit slow. I decided to just not overtake him in case that on lap 18 he gets DRS and he overtakes me and also Raptor, so I decided to just wait a little bit, and into La Bruxelles corners we are still maintaining the race lead, and into the no-name corner, hope we are still maintaining the lead. Raptor might overtake us into those laps, but well, hope he doesn't overtake me. And no, that is just an unfortunate thing, because Raptor overtook me into the campus corners, and so that he was trying to overtake me and into the stable corners, reaching the Raptor is trying to overtake Antic Moss. Can that be? Terrible wheel-to-wheel. They made contact, and Antic Moss is trying to go for the inside to launchment, and we're saying that, oh my goodness me, and the safety car got deployed there. We almost crashed with Raptor. I decided to stay out because I knew that I ran out of soft tires, but damn, what a crazy part of the race. That is just a little bit intense. I was just very scared. Well, despite that, Antic Moss is still in the race. I don't know how. I thought he was out of the race and that deployed the safety car, but in reality the reason why the safety car got deployed, it's because Joshua Hernandez retired from it, and well, seconds ago David also retired from the race, so now we are 10 runners. If they finish the race, they still get points. Yeah, hope we can make a good relaunch and overtake Raptor in the next few laps. And yeah, let's just heat up our tires and let's wait until the safety car ends. But damn, what a terrible wheel-to-wheel they made. They made contact, then Raptor almost went wide, but did not want to leave the circuit, and Antic Moss was just trying to go for the inside, but he went also wide, and he crashed into a wall and destroyed his front wing. I thought he got DNF, but I don't know how he managed to still be alive. But Hope Raptor gets penalized in order to get promoted to the race win in case I do not overtake him after the safety car ends. Alright, here we go. The moment of truth is going to happen in just like 30 seconds. The safety car is now ending and we're about to have just 4 laps of racing. And the moment of truth is that can I get back into the race lead and win the race? Hope we can do this thing. And to make these things more probable, I am planning to deploy all my ERS into a camel straight, but unfortunately I was just too far away from Raptor and entering the safety car. I was now 9/10 of a second behind Raptor. Yeah, I just got a terrible relaunch, and also I didn't heat up my tires too much, and I decided to still deploy all my ERS in case I can get the 1 second gap with him. And into our Dion, I decided to stop a little bit of my ERS deploy. I decided to redeploy it, beginning the camel straight, and we're seeing that the gap is just decreased by a second, and into the com is now just less than a second, and hope we can maintain that 1 second gap with Raptor. And it is decreasing a little bit, so I'm having hopes of winning the race. Yeah, if I get overtaken by Zodiac, I might still be in P2 because he has a 3-second time penalty, unless he pulls a more than 3-second gap with myself. Yeah, if that case happens, I'll be down to P3. But we're seeing that Raptor is trying to be more than a second ahead of me, but I'm trying to prevent that thing and hope we can do that thing. Well, let's just do that thing, and on lap 21 we might have DRS. But despite deploying all my ERS the previous lap on lap 20, unfortunately I couldn't be less than a second behind him, and I couldn't have DRS. At least Zodiac didn't have DRS for myself, and he might be overtaken by Antic Moss. But yeah, I'm a bit disappointing about that. Yeah, that is just a humiliating moment. I was from having the best race of my league racing career from the first half of the race until having a humiliating moment. Yeah, Antic Moss spawned, and well, he didn't spawn maybe, I don't know, but he dropped down to 5th place. But yeah, I tried to maintain the 1 second gap with Raptor and myself, but Raptor was too fast. He humiliated me, and yeah, that means that for the first time since 3 weeks ago, I'm not leading the championship, and yeah, that is just a little bit unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah, we are ending the final lap of the race, and we're seeing that the gap between Raptor and myself got increased all the way up into 2.3 seconds. Yeah. Hope he gets a 3-second time penalty by that crash he made with Antic Moss, although still Antic Moss, despite having his front wing destroyed, finished 3rd position. Well, recovery from Antic Moss, but from myself, yeah, you got humiliated by Raptor, and with that we lose the championship lead, and now Raptor is leading the championship by 3 points. Hoping the next race I can get a rematch with him and yeah, win the race and regain the championship lead, and hope it is the case for the next race. which is Singapore, I think so. But yeah, I'm a bit sad that I got humiliated in that way, and yeah, and with that, I lost the championship. Well, the championship lead, but still, the championship hopes are not over yet. I'm still in second place with just 3 points behind the championship leader. Raptor won the race, following by myself. Hope he gets penalized with 3-second time penalty by that crash. Fortunately, I think most reported that crash, although I just doubt they'll get the penalty, and instead it'll be just considered as a race incident. And here it is, the full race results. And well, I'm not saying a lot of things because we are about to not show anymore these race results. And now hope you have enjoyed this video, and well, hope we can revenge from Raptor. See you guys in the next race. Goodbye.